James Gatlin, a late replacement, will take on Daren Zenner. Zenner comes in with a record of 20-2 and has 12 knockouts. He is from the Bronx, just a little bit away from Yonkers Raceway. It'll be interesting to see what Zenner brings. He has to deal with a change of opponent. How tough is that for a boxer?
It really gets to be difficult. And Daren Zenner, we've seen also before here in ESPN. He's a real exciting fighter. He's a big, tall guy who's a banger, likes to get in there and whack. And I'll tell you what, I think before the night is over, we're going to see a couple knockouts.
And we might even take these shirts off. It's so hot, but we're ready for boxing.
That would be interesting.
Let's send it up to our ring announcer, Ed Darian.
Live from Yonkers Raceway here in Yonkers, New York, as Murad Muhammad and M&M Sports, in association with Charles Rapp Enterprises and Budweiser, the King of Beers, proudly present this evening's big professional boxing card. It's approved by the New York State Athletic Commission. The former heavyweight champion of the world, Floyd Patterson, chairman. Rose Trentman, commissioner. First executive director is Tony Russo, and deputy commissioner in charge is Steve Acanto. Our judges, Melvina Lathan, Harold Linderman, and George DeGabriel. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of this scheduled 10-round cruiserweight bout, referee Benji Estevez. And now, my good friends, introducing the principals. First, into the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the gold trim. Now, he tipped in at an even 175 pounds. This young man has 12 wins, 15 losses with 8 knockouts. From Atlanta, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome James Machine Gun Gatlin. Gatlin. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the solid black trunks. He weighed in at an even 185 pounds. This young pugilist has 20 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws with 12 knockouts. From nearby Bronx, New York, boxing fans, here's Daren Zenner.
Let's take a look at the rules as governed by the state of New York. 3 knockdown rule in effect, standing 8 count in effect. Zenner, 26 years of age, born in Grand Prairie, Canada. Now fighting out of the Bronx, New York. Very close to Yonkers. And there's James Gatlin from Atlanta, Georgia, 175 pounds. He is 12-15 with 8 knockouts. And Al, what about the 10-pound weight difference? Gatlin at 175 pounds, Zenner at 185 pounds.
Yeah, that's considerable. And when you get, it's still considerable at that weight. When you get up to heavyweights, it's not so huge, but at this weight, it can make an impact.
Zenner had some problems with Gatlin.
I don't know anything about him. I just know that he's a southpaw, and I don't care to know anything about him. He's going to have to worry about what I bring into the ring. And I'm not going to waste any of my time knowing about what he's going to do. I'll figure exactly out what I'm going to do in the first round, and I'll take it from there. He has to.
Very proactive statement.
Daren Zenner is fighting very well. He's putting his left foot outside the right foot of the southpaw and getting himself good positioned well for to throw these hooks to right hand. The footwork so important when you fight a lefty, and that is what Zenner is affecting well.
That punch. Final 10 seconds of round 1, scheduled for 10. Daren Zenner and James Gatlin on the deuce. We began round number 2 of the scheduled 10-round bout. Cruiserweights, Daren Zenner and James Gatlin.
There's the hook from Zenner that they want to see. And we take a look at the last round in which Gatlin actually ended up landing 2 more punches.
Bad move by Zenner to turn his back to Gatlin.
Zenner is not doing what he did in the first round. He is not stepping to his... Gatlin able to get that straight left hand in pretty effectively. And here comes Zenner.
Wow, he ate a couple of shots there. Zenner can finish him off here in round number 3.
He's got him in some trouble.
He's being too patient.
Zenner's able to get the straight right hand in. Now, almost whenever he wants. Gatlin is really hurt and I think fatigued from the battering he's taken. There's the hook from Zenner. Gatlin comes back with his own right. There's some blood from the nose of Zenner. So this has turned into warfare here in the second round.
Final half minute of round 3.
Getting the right hand in a straight, then throwing the hook. He was in a better position to throw that last hook. But he got the job done there. Oh my, well, that was low, and I mean low.
Benji Estevez calls for a time. Zenner will have up to 5 minutes if he elects to regroup.
Now Zenner is making one fundamental error. He's landing the right hand. He should take a step to his left though, and it'll land better. There's the hook.
Zenner has 4 fourth-round knockouts, but Gatlin comes right back.
Gatlin is hanging in there. Even
Referee Benji Estevez has his hands full with this one.
Because no points were deducted. Zenner has done some good work, but Gatlin had been in trouble before. Gatlin with his hands low. He looks like he's getting a little winded now. And Zenner has made a good comeback in this portion of the round. Beautiful right hand though by Zenner though.
You almost get the sense though that Gatlin doesn't feel that Zenner can really hurt him.
Well, I think he's a little stunned right now, but I agree with you. That's almost the way he was acting, but he got hit with a big right hand there that did stun him. Zenner has not attacked the body too much here, but he is getting his shots into the head.
A couple right hands. Gatlin is as awkward a boxer as you'll find. Racetrack, and in the ring right now, Daren Zenner and James Gatlin. Don't forget, in our main event, the vacant IBC Junior Middleweight Championship, Tony Marshall and Kevin Tillman will square off. This bout has featured hitting on the break by Gatlin. He lost a point in round 2, and then lost a point in round 4 for a low blow. I believe those are the punches in ring. Midway point of round 6 in the scheduled 10-round bout. You sort of see why James Gatlin is 12 and 15 as a professional.
It's ironic because he has some skills, but there's a big right hand by Zenner.
And to a knee goes Gatlin. Counted 6 by referee Benji Estevez. Gatlin back up. Zenner has never recorded a 6th-round knockout. And Estevez says that Gatlin cannot walk a straight line. Sort of a DWI for boxing.
Well, in any case, Daren Zenner gets the job done. It was not that easy an outing for him, but he did get the job done. He ended up winning the fight. Had to absorb a low blow in the process, and more punishment maybe than he would have liked to. I think the change in opponents, fighting the lefty, probably had some impact as well. If you take a look back at how the fight ultimately was stopped, Zenner with Gatlin on the ropes there. He throws the left hook after nailing him with a strong right hand. Gatlin at this point in some trouble and goes down to one knee after getting hit with the right hand. And we take a look at it again. The right hand was a key weapon in this, in addition to that left hook, which Zenner might have thrown a little more of in this fight. The overhand right really did the job, and at this point, I think Gatlin had just had enough.
Zenner talking to someone in the crowd saying it was so hot he was having trouble breathing, and it is very hot in this building. And for the official time of the stoppage, our ring announcer, Ed Daren.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Benji Estevez moves in and stops this bout at 2 minutes and 3 seconds of the 6th round, and a winner by a TKO, Daren Zenner.
Daren Zenner goes to 21-2-2, his 13th stoppage, as he stops that man, James Gatlin, in round number 6. More boxing to come from Yonkers Raceway after this.